Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Gemini Journalist. It is indeed an honor to have you here. For my very first time viewers, a very extra special welcome to you, and to my subscribers, welcome back. If you are here for the very first time, please ensure that you hit the subscription tab. Ensure that you tap the bell to turn the notifications on because you do not want to miss out on all the good stuff that transpires here on the Gemini Journalist. Down below in the description, I have made a list of all the links to my novels. I've listed all the links to my social media platforms. So you can definitely go ahead and check those out. For my books, you can definitely view those on Amazon. We have ebooks and paperbacks available. Gift the joy of reading today. Also available is a counter 1 to 10 for kids learning how to count. So that's very good for them as well. Very interactive book. So you can definitely check that one out as well. Currently being featured on TikTok, we are doing A Marginalized Voice by Reginald Williams. So you can head over and check that one out. A very powerful book, geared mainly for everybody, but I'd say this one, it makes a very good gift for young men in society, boys and adults. Also good for gifting to a single mom taking care of boys, raising boys. So this is also a very good read. So that one is currently being featured on TikTok. So definitely go ahead and check that out. Also, you want to go ahead and check out all my playlists that are here on Amazon. Lots of goodies in store for you. If you are an international viewer, definitely want to go ahead and check out my Jamaican playlist. So, without delay, we are down to read number 14 of Call It What You Will, My Rape Story. Mother's Shocking Story. I stood my ground, allowed it to blow off, then returned to my seat. There were stacks of letters and didn't see much of anything that would interest me. Besides one thing. My father wasn't my father. Mother lied to me. Anger filled my soul at this point. How could she? And sure, you must be saying, why be angry when I did the same with Ash? Doesn't matter. You stay out of this and just listen to my story. I began to read through several letters from her pile. To my surprise, Mother had her own secrets too. Mother was molested by her father at the tender age of 5 years old. She was molested by her stepfather at the age 8 years old, and again by her new stepfather at age 12. So you see the similarities. I write to you in my journal. Mother wrote her letters to herself. She lied to me about my father, and I lied to Ash about her dad. A broken mother and a somewhat broken daughter. Back to my story. By the time Mother got to high school, she was gang raped several times, and by the time she got to her adult years, she became a prostitute on the streets. Tears filled my eyes as I read her letters. Mom was even more of a broken soul than I was. That was when Mom met my so-called dad. Not in a rude way. I loved my dad. He was the patrol officer on duty one evening when he saw my mother on the street, wrapped in a thick blanket, standing all alone on a corner. Based on Mother's letters, he pulled up to see if she was okay and offered his assistance. She accepted, and he picked her up and took her down to the station. Before he exited the vehicle, he offered her a coat he had in the back and invited her to join him inside. He offered her a seat in the reception area until he was through working and lied to his colleagues that she was his sister, not knowing he had another problem on his hands. Mother was mentally, physically, and emotionally abused by one of her pimps. He too raped her and left her on the streets. Want to know what's worst? Mother discovered that night that she was pregnant for her pimp. How did she survive this all so well? Just wait for it. Dad discovered she was pregnant, with me of course, and decided to bring her home, risking his job. Tall, muscular, and handsome. Hard to resist, she wrote. She shared her story with him, and he arranged private sessions for her at home with a counselor. This home. So this was his house. Wow, the man's got good taste. Anyway, so Dad cleaned her up, and after months, he made her his wife, just before I was born. How sweet was that? Mother still had nightmares and feared she would fall in horror again. But right up to his death, Dad stood by her and promised he'd always take care of her. Wow, I'm kind of having second thoughts about Moses. Not. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that was read number 14 of Call It What You Will, My Rape Story. Again, I want to thank you all for taking the time out of your busy schedules to join me here for just a few minutes as I share the works of mine. Remember, definitely go ahead and check out the links below. Grab yourself a copy of my novels. Give the joy of reading to someone as well. Check out all my social media platforms and definitely go over to TikTok, where I am currently featuring Reginald's novel, A Marginalized Voice. So definitely go ahead and check those all out. This is where we take the curtains down for this reading today. Remember, our readings are done every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 a.m. On Sundays at 6 p.m., where we share our poetry and memoir sessions at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Alright, so you guys enjoy the rest of your Thursday morning. Have a great day. When the weekend hits, have a wonderful weekend. Until we see each other again.